Hey, what's up guys? Matt Laidlaw here, coming to you from Laidlaw's Harley-Davidson. So I want to show you a trick today that a lot of people don't know about. This is a way to disable your factory security system. This method can be used if you lose your security fob, or if the battery dies on it or something, or for whatever reason the key fob isn't being sensed by the bike. I'm also going to show you transport mode. This is something that very few people know about, and it can be used a lot more if you're ever trailering your bike. Instead of your lights just flickering the whole way to your destination, you can put the bike into transport mode. So basically the lights won't flicker when the bike senses motion, assuming the key fob isn't within range. So instead of tying or zip tying your key fob to your handlebars or something like that, you can keep the key fob in the cabin or in the truck, wherever you are, and you can put the bike on the trailer and not worry about the security going off constantly and causing the turn signals to flicker. Justine's gonna help us out here. So the first thing we do here is, so right now the key fob is out of range. So the first thing we do here is click the run switch. So you'll click that, and as you'll see on the front dash, nothing is happening. It prompts you to enter in the PIN code. So she's gonna click the left turn signal to enter in the PIN code, and what that's gonna do, that's gonna cycle through the digits here. Now, every dealer can set up your PIN code however you want. So the right turn signal sets it and moves on to the next one. So she's gonna click the left turn signal to cycle through the digits. And then the right turn signal sets it and moves on to the next digit. So she's cycling the digits with the left turn signal, setting it with the right, and entering in the digit. It's a 5-digit PIN code. Again, you can have your dealer set this up however you want, and on the last one, you hit the right turn signal and it fires up, and the bike is now active and ready to start up. Go ahead and fire it up. Now we're gonna put the bike in transport mode. I'll show you guys how to do that. So what you do is you shut the bike off, and then quickly press both the turn signals at the same time. And then it says T Sport mode active. So what that does, guys, is if you're ever trailering your bike, putting on the trailer, and you don't want to have the key fob within range, what that does is it makes it so when you shake the bike and it senses movement, the alarm doesn't flash or doesn't go off, and the turn signals aren't flashing, so your battery doesn't die. What happens a lot is people will trailer their bike to Sturgis or whatever, and it's not in transport mode, and their lights will be flickering the entire way, and at the end of the trip their battery will be dead. So that's how you put it in transport mode. A couple more things I'd like to add. The same thing applies to the touring bikes as well. Now, if you lose your keys too for like a touring bike, and your ignition fob on your dash is locked, well, you're kind of out of luck. There's no way to enter this code in without turning the ignition on first. But this is a touring bike here, so turn the ignition on and it prompts me to enter a PIN. I immediately start clicking the left turn signal to cycle through the digits. If you take too long to click that left turn signal when it prompts you to enter a code, the alarm will be tripped, the lights will start flashing, and you'll have to turn the ignition off and wait 5 minutes or so for the alarm system to stop flashing the turn signals and to reset itself. And same thing with transport mode as well. Turn the ignition off, hit both turn signals at the same time, the lights will flash 3 times, and it will enter into transport mode. So as far as the code goes, guys, every dealership kind of has their default way of setting up the code on the bikes. At our dealership, we have our certain methodology and way we set up our code. What you can do though is go to the dealership, any dealership, and they hook it up to a digital technician, and you can have this 5-digit code whatever you want it to be. So yeah, always talk to your dealer about what your code is when you buy a bike. That way, if you're ever stuck in a situation where you get stranded, the most common one is when people's fob on their battery on their fob dies. The batteries in the fob, guys, I have found last about 3 years. So after 3 years, and don't quote me on that, it could die quicker than that, but after about 3 years, regardless of if it's died or not, you should replace the battery. And the way that you can tell if it's kind of on its way out is if you need the fob like really, really close to the bike, or sometimes when you go to turn your ignition on, it won't read the fob the first try. If that's happening to you, chances are your battery is probably about to die. So thanks for watching this video, guys. If I was able to help you out and you got some useful information out of this, please give me a thumbs up on the video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.